What's up, people? Today I am coming to you with what SugarHill Steward, the coach of the WBC champion Tyson Fury, has to say about how Anthony Joshua can win the second fight, the rematch against Alexander Usyk. Stewart had a few ideas or a few things to say about the approach that Joshua should have going into the second match. So let's listen to the audio, after which I'll give you my thoughts on what he has to say.
Match. A lot of talk about what Anthony Joshua has to do to beat Alexander Usyk. What are your thoughts?
I just believe he has to win, throw some punches, and hit the man. I'm sorry I'm laughing about that, but it's true. You gotta throw some punches and try to hit the man if you're gonna win. Simple as that.
What sort of physique do you expect Anthony Joshua to enter into the ring? We've seen him be big and bulky. We've seen him be a lot more leaner. For a winning performance, what does he have to come in like?
I don't care what he comes in like. He has to have a mindset. Doesn't really matter. And for me, I haven't even thought about that fight that much at all because I've been training Ben. My focus on Ben Whitaker. I don't get too much outside of my small circle of what I'm doing. It helps me stay focused and it helps me create a lot more for who I'm actually trying to help. I'm not helping Anthony Joshua or I'm not helping Usyk at this time. So it doesn't really fancy me to get outside and think about it.
So those were the words or the thoughts of SugarHill Steward on how Anthony Joshua can win the fight. I mean, how can you not like this man? He's an interesting figure. He knows his boxing. He's hilarious, and he's very professional. Like getting to the end of his statement, you saw how he kind of brushed aside the topic. And I mean, I understand if you have a fighter yourself that you are preparing for a match, you don't want to be bothering yourself with other people's business, right? He's obviously not the coach of Anthony Joshua. And so, like, he shouldn't be too worried about that fight. I totally agree with that. When he was asked about how Anthony Joshua can win the fight, he kind of sounded a bit funny. He said the man has to throw some punches. Yeah, you got to hit the person near you're fighting with in order to win, right? In the first fight versus Usyk, obviously Anthony Joshua didn't really land a lot of punches. And that is because he played right into the game plan of Alexander Usyk. There's no way on earth anybody is going to outbox that guy. He's a real cat. Like, he's very difficult to hit. And so if you guys realized in the fight versus in Usyk's fight versus Chisora, one might probably agree with me when I say, like, I watched both fights, and honestly, I feel like Chisora did better in that fight than Anthony Joshua did. Like, Chisora in the first 5-6 rounds was really like pushing it. And like he said, you know, that's one thing about Chisora. He does exactly what he says he's going to do, right? So in that fight, Chisora, like, he knew that going forward he was going to get hit, but he was prepared for that. Like, he was ready for that, right? He said it in the pre-fight interviews. He said, I know that I'm going to eat some leather, but I'm still going to walk forward and throw my punches anyways. And that is what he did. I believe that if Joshua is to win this fight, he needs to go in with a mindset that he's going to have to take some risk and he's going to get hit. But in my opinion, Joshua hits harder than Usyk. And I know most of you will agree with me. And again, even in the heavyweight division, apart from maybe Deontay Wilder, I don't think anybody else hits harder than Anthony Joshua. Joshua's first 22 fights were all by knockout. We still remember the Anthony Joshua of old. So if he wants to do it, and if he has the heart to do it, I believe that he can do it. So I agree perfectly with SugarHill. SugarHill also did mention that Joshua needs to have a mindset. you know, SugarHill is nice, but if you guys can like think back to the first match, I think what let Joshua down was because mentally he wasn't really prepared. I think he was outworked mentally by Usyk. Boxing, for those of us that has followed boxing for a while now, we know that it's not just about your physical attributes and the power and all of that, but it's a mind game, right? So, I mean, can't disagree with the man. I totally agree with everything he had to say. We wish both fighters the best of luck. The fight is very, very close. I think today is the 4th, so we technically have like 16 more days to go. Yeah, really, really close. So let's see how it goes, and may the best man win. Thank you guys for listening, and try to check out my channel, like, share, subscribe, help us to grow, and we'll continue to bring you more boxing news. Have a good night.